All right, I'm gonna shut her down here shortly, but one of the things I had to do was I had to get rid of some resentments. And I had one big resentment for a long, long time. Matter of fact, until March of 2022. Who do you think that what resentment was against? Anybody know? My mom. Okay, there's my mom. She's about, I want to say 3 or 4 years old. I had a dislike and a love for my mom. I absolutely love my mom. She left way too early, 1997. I disliked her for not the way she treated me. I just wanted her to treat me better. I disliked what she became. She became an alcoholic. She tried desperately to quit and she just couldn't, partly because of her significant other. And she just finally succumbed. She just needed somebody. We do share the same thing. I remember her pulling over and fidgeting and with anxiety. I believe she probably had depression because she had lived most of her life without a mom. And she was just doing the best she could. And I didn't realize that until March of 2022. There's her. That's when I came into her life. This is her senior picture. And I was born a year or a couple months later. There's her in 1991 at my wedding. And I was probably not happy with her then. Glad she was there, but I was probably not happy with her. So March of 2022, with the help of some counselors, friends, they said, you got to go do this. It'll lift a weight off your shoulder. It'll get that bear off your chest. You got to go and make some resentments. And even though she's not alive, this will work. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm spiritual. I have some beliefs. I'm going to listen to these people because I don't know how to get out of this anxiety. So I went there. I had a long list of things and they said, write it all down and you don't want to leave anything out. So I went there and I said, I just made some apologies. And I said, I want to say that I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I want to say that I'm sorry for not realizing that you did the best you could with what you had. And for that, I am grateful. I returned Mother's Day weekend. By the way, I'd never given my mom flowers. I told her, Happy Mother's Day, maybe gave her a card, but I never gave her flowers. Oh, not sure how that happened, but so I ended up going back on Mother's Day weekend and I dropped this crystal, whatever, ball and it had a flower in it. I said, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Dropped off a flower there. It wasn't as powerful as in March. That bear hug that I was in, those weights that I had on my shoulders lifted off. And I don't know if any of you have had a spiritual experience, but that was a spiritual experience. There was no lightning coming down. There was no sun shining through the clouds. It just was something. And since then, I have been one of the happiest campers in my life. There's a few other amendments that I have to make, but this was a glaring one. And when I did this, and I would recommend that if you can do it with someone who's passed away, someone who's still alive, the anxiety in me says, I wish I would have did this earlier. I wish I would have did this when she was alive. And I think to myself, would she still be alive? Maybe. But all she needed was a little love and a little hug. And I just wasn't there for her. But I think she was there for me. And she took that bear hug off me and those weights off my shoulder. And I have not felt better in a long time.